Hi, are you in love or are you over love? Michael Gurley once said that love is the world's greatest currency. But Benjamin Smith also quoted that money can't buy love, but money can buy your bargaining power in someone's love life. In today's discussion at the dialogue, I'm joined by my three panelists to discuss the topic money over love or love over money. And I am your host, Hannah Ofori. You can simply call me Efia. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the dialogue. And today we are on another controversial, touchy, and very dicey topic called love or financial stability. But this topic seems to be very broad, so to put it in a much better perspective, we are going to ask our beautiful panelists here today on their take on the feminine young life they find themselves today, if they would prioritize love over financial stability or financial stability over love. And I forgot to introduce myself. On today's episode, my name is Hannah Ofori. You can simply call me Efia. So guys, let's meet our beautiful panelists.
Hi guys, my name is Ogenete J. Favor Kafolo, but simply call me TJ. I'm a student at Central University, level 400, and I'm reading economics. Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Karen Jacqueline. I'm a content creator and a food scientist.
Hello everyone, my name is Vrs Money. You can call me Eva, and I am also a student in Central University, and I am a CEO of a mini business. Yeah.
So you guys had my intro.
Yes,
what we are here for today, and I can tell all of you are specced up for the conversation.
Yeah.
So yes, as the preamble went, in the world we find ourselves today as women, and what we have had at the previous conversation, women empowerment, and trying to motivate young women. Today we are talking about, is it going to be love first or is it going to be financial stability?
Financial.
So I can see my panelists are ready to share what's on their mind.
Very
So we're going to take a personal opinion from my extreme left.
Okay. Hello. As I said, my name is Eva.
Okay.
And personally,
Very good.
financial stability is
Okay.
key in every human being's life.
Thank you.
Okay.
Outside relationship, don't you need money on a day-to-day basis?
Definitely.
Yes.
I think the audience are the ones.
Don't you need money on a day-to-day basis?
Girl, for me, honestly, I would go for financial stability.
Okay, we have a two.
Logical answer.
I'm loving it.
I don't know anybody who would go for love over financial stability.
There would be people.
Yes, there are people like that.
Those people, they already have their money.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Definitely.
Nugget.
We have other panelists as well who will join us and will be streaming live with us too. So we would also find out their opinion.
Hi, beautiful people. My name is Princess Finn. I'm currently working in the University of Ghana as a teaching assistant. And so currently, in my early 20s, I would prioritize love. I know, I'll get a lot of questions, but I would prioritize love because I feel like love is fundamental in relationship. Taking it aside from just boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, platonic relationships, like you don't make friends because they have money. You genuinely would want to get to actually like the person before you tend to now look at other things. Not to say that money is not important in a relationship, but I won't pick money over love. And I think it can be very dicey because I know I've heard people talk about how will a man take care of you, blah, 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 blah. But I personally would prioritize love. I feel like it's important to get to know the person. It's important to actually build a connection with the person. outside of what the person is giving you, outside of what the person is offering you. I mean, money can be blinding. It can cloud our judgment. It can make us not see certain things in the right angle. So you genuinely have to develop a kind of friendship, a kind of relationship with the person or someone in general before we now come and talk about finance or something. Not to say that I'm just going to be looking at you and baby. No, you should be working on something. You should be doing something. We should have an end goal. We should be getting our things together, not just you be sitting there every day, you wake up, come and tell me you love me. Like, what are you doing for yourself and in the near future for us to actually do something, like go forward in life?
But we have two financial stabilities.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss TJ.
So for me,
As in economics, what will you do?
you look first of all, you can tell that you can tell that I love it.
You know me. Money is sweet.
In Nigeria where I come from, you say ego diocha. Money is white. So please, I like the money, but I would also say as a human being and as a educated human being.
Yes, you need that.
Love is important. I don't think anybody can exist without love.
The various forms of love.
Everything.
Yeah.
The whole shebang. Love is important. But
at this age, you find yourself as a young woman.
there's something financial stability
brings
gives to you that
definitely.
love cannot give to you. So they are both as important as each other. For now, to me, at this point in my life. Thank you
So,
very much.
guys, you can see she's elaborated like my preamble very well for me. So, not that love is not important as we are saying, but we're looking at the age we find ourselves. What they are looking to prioritize first. Is it love over the financial stability? Or is it financial stability over love? I see some nods and I just want to be a girl. Is that what it is?
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. I would start from TJ.
Yes.
So in your quest for financial stability, what are you doing personally?
Okay, so for me right now, I'm very, very young. I'm still in school, right?
Okay.
And I'm
if you say
very,
young, I
very...
do know like there are people your age that
Oh yes,
now
definitely,
marrying.
but that's not my story
Okay.
for now.
Thank you.
And I'm a very, very ambitious person. I'm
I
somebody
like
that knows exactly where I want to be, where I'm going. So financial stability is my goal, is where I'm heading to. So for now, I'm still in my grounds work. I'm still learning, building myself. Yeah, so that's where I'm at now.
And Miss Karen,
Well, like I said before, I'm a content creator, so
you've been in the
that's
money.
like, girl, I'm in my bag, girl. I'm in my bag.
All the social media money.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing currently. You know, it's not
Making all the
a straight road.
Yeah.
You know, there's no straight road to financial stability. You just have to find what you love doing that you can make money from. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for me.
And Eva?
Well,
So at this point, I just have financial stability panelists
Girl.
at the moment. So I would have other panelists who would have different views in addition to it. So we'll hear from their side of the conversation. But this is definitely a money market right now.
I'm not against love.
Okay.
I'm not against love, but you said at this age, where I am in life right now,
Emphasis.
this minute, I'm not focused on love. I'm focused on building myself so that later in life, options will be easier for you. Exactly. Yes. So right now, as I'm building myself, right, and I see someone who I like, but maybe it's not where I would like the person to be. We can work it out. But then, right now, I'm not
Money is
looking
on-
for
money on
love.
my mind.
Yes, I'm trying to build myself to be okay, to be so that I don't depend on. I can depend on myself.
So, guys, I hope the personal statement and the current doings of our panelists can inspire you at your age to also. You may have a different view, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but you can take some bit of inspiration from them and what they are looking to do, because I think they are right. The economy we find ourselves in a country
very
altogether,
hard economy.
and, people that are trying to establish themselves, which is very good. Like as young women, we can see the story. They know what they're about. As young as they may be, they know in their 20s and I'm sure the 18s, 20s definitely.
They say Eva is 14.
They are looking to build their dream. They are in search of what they want to see themselves become in the future. And so that is why they have picked this stance. It does not mean you can't hold a different opinion. So let us know at this point what you also think about this full conversation, where you stand, and leave us your opinion in the comment section. We'll definitely
to drag us.
So, since we are all standing on money and standing on business at this point,
big business.
That's even the most important
I think it was only Eva
stand on business.
standing on business. I think it was only Eva that touched the aspect of love. Okay, so in my next question, I'm going to ask. So, what if you approach with love, Miss Karen, at any point
Personally, I don't think you can approach somebody with love. Like, how are you going to? You're just going to approach the person. I love, or you say what? Collect this my love. I want to love you. Like, personally, I feel like if you love me, you not allow yourself to be broke. Because me, I'm not allowing myself to be broke. And if you love me, there must be something about me that you love. If I was broke, you wouldn't love me. Like, let's be real. I feel like you don't really love me if, like, you don't have your stuff together, or at least trying to get your stuff together, and then you approach me. Like, I don't know.
I dispute what she's saying. I feel like somebody can actually love. It's quite unfortunate that not everybody has the means to have.
So how do you show me that?
Thank you.
But you see, first of all, money, there are levels to this shit. First of all, you must know that.
Exactly.
Money comes in different levels. Maybe the person that is saying I love you is not to your standard.
But the reason why I'm saying that you can't just approach somebody with love is because I know what it's like when somebody loves you.
With no money.
With no money.
Very good.
And even now from the beginning, it's not love. They just like there's lust. It's like infatuation. It's like they're not really thinking deep. It's just I like this lady. I find her attractive. They are not in deep in love with you. That love will not stand the test of time.
I have a question. So the person with the money, can he not also just be lasting over you?
He can, but that does not mean that I am jumping into it. But at least he looks like a good person.
Because
for the time being, on the beginning, he's looking good. He's looking good. I'm looking at the resume.
I will not keep it about. Please don't be broke. Don't be broke. My friends don't like broke.
So that's what it is.
No, for me, I like love. Yes. Everybody that knows me knows that. TJ, I love 5 and 6. But then I'm also big on what I want in a relationship. I know that there are some things I can negotiate. There are some things I cannot. So now let's talk love. We are doing that. Being of the same faith as me is one of my non-negotiables. Having something I can I don't want to reduce my standard of living because I want
that's what you want to build personally for yourself.
Nah, I'm not going to do that because I feel personally people, let's say my parents, they fought hard
to put you
where I am.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I can love you, but I don't see how sustainable that is. Yes, I can help you 1-2 times, but as a woman, I believe in gender roles in marriage because I'm Christian, and I believe that a man is the head and he should provide. Even though as the neck, I would also
Heavy on the neck.
But yes, but the head should be able to move.
For the rest of the.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So for me, finances is you can love somebody, but if you are hungry,
Love is not
you will
enough.
not think about love.
Love is
Clear for
enough.
You and okay, so now let's do this miscellaneous thinking. A normal day, I can take myself to a fancy restaurant and have dinner by myself. But now, if I want to be with you, I know that it's okay. You cannot afford this, even though I can afford for both of us. Men have ego, so it's something you can't
Do for
do
a longer
yes.
time.
So you do it the first time, you pay. The second time, he's starting to feel
Comfortable with it.
That's where we'll have issues.
It's
Yes.
It's terrible. It's so bad.
For me, it's a thing of I don't think I can.
Negotiate.
I can bend my back for certain things, but definitely not reduce my standard of living because people fought hard for me to be here.
Yeah.
So yes, that's how I feel about this.
So basically the takeaway is you should have a standard. And nobody can hate you for having a standard.
At
You know
all.
what you put yourself through to put yourself where you are at.
Yeah.
And so it's not greed, it's not ladies of today, it's not about there are, and I always say that if you want to date, look at your budget. As a man, I'm not even capping. Do you get it? Where your budget is at that
There are
time, you
girls
find
for you
somebody
there.
there. Yes, go for
Pussy
somebody
me.
because fine, you can find a lady, like I said, this opinion is of everyone who would understand. Maybe she's not heavy on a standard, but don't frustrate somebody who has a standard, and because she has a standard, education and ladies of today, and so there was even this situation on TikTok recently about a degree. They were arguing that whenever you do, if you take all the degrees,
The sociology or the social man that
I'm like, look at what we are looking at now.
Like,
So is it wrong that I've gotten a degree and I still want to bend my
are we
back for
still
my
talking about this?
do you know what I'm saying? In this dispensation,
Like,
and the woman was boldly arguing, and I'm like, wow, we are still not
It's
there.
so
yet.
sad.
we are
What's
our
the woman?
problems.
Like,
Why?
why?
Woman. Who is
Women,
angry?
we are our own
And I like some learned women really gave exactly what they should be giving. And one when like I can advise my husband after all this sexual positions I've given them. Can you know? With my degree, I can
Yes.
give you the point.
I'm not about that. Yes.
You're married. Are you just okay? You cook, you put cloth in your chest, and then walk about the house and all that.
Damn,
That's
girl.
all
I wish to
2024, and I was shocked that people were backing in and it was some men because it's those men whose budget is up to that angle. You cannot afford a woman who has a standard, who's been educated, and so you're frustrated that she has a degree and so she doesn't respect. It's not about it. I've known there was this issue that I think my pastor was talking about that this lady, she was the former chancellor for Germany. I think she's called Angela Merkel, one of them. I think I'm getting the name right. I stand to be corrected. She cooks for the husband. She was even doing a vlog cooking for. This is the whole chancellor for Germany. For a prominent person. It's not about respect.
Yeah.
Respect goes where respect is earned. So literally, you do not need to frustrate somebody who does not feel like she's not the level where you should be, and so you are angry or you are mad, and you go on TikTok. And so she's made her point very clear. I feel like that's a takeaway view on it.
Yeah.
So my next question is, she made mention of her candles, which is even religion, but we're not even about that aspect. We're going to talk about age. So if this love comes with the money, and how do I frame this question very well? If this love comes with the love and comes with the money, but the age, or what we call sprinkle, and you don't need to go through the ratata, but the age and everything is provided for you. What are we doing? What are we doing, sis? Like, are we
approach?
What age? Like when he's older?
Age limit to love.
I mean, yes. Like when you
There's an age limit.
Everybody has an age limit. You have an age limit.
He has his private jet, he has his private car, he has everything in suit. But the age,
personally,
I like that. So we take
personally, right? I don't think love has age limit. I'm sorry to say,
So you're not heavy on age.
I'm not heavy on age. A lot of people were this topic. A lot of people, let's take Regina Daniels for example.
She's not the only one.
She's not the only one.
Yes.
When she started, a lot of people were against it due to the man's age.
But now,
But this is something that women, we are gifted. We learn to love. That is what we must understand. Men don't learn to love. Women can learn to love. So I believe that if I find someone that loves me, and he has money for me, I can learn to love.
yeah.
Karen,
Thank you.
anything else?
Despite that age.
I mean, for me personally, I'd prefer to be with somebody who is older than me, if all the
Mature.
parameters are met, because I'm young.
You want to be
You know,
okay.
I'm like, if because we're talking about right now, I'm young, and you know, I don't know a lot of men my age that are like financially stable.
Yes.
You know, so
Not to overburden someone else's.
I don't want to like discriminate and like, you know, say, oh, if you're younger, this and that. But,
No, but
I'm
that's
talking
what-
based
yes,
on the
yes.
like
Kinda
be
like-
real over here. You know, realistically, you know, nobody has like a legitimate source of income, and the person is like
Stable,
my age, with like
yes.
stable, legitimate. You know, I don't want to be. I don't want to be because
If they are financially
I don't
stable
want to
ones,
at midnight and bang. They are coming for us. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I don't know anybody like that young, but I know like I feel like age, you know, working experience, those things.
Okay.
It like the money, it comes with like maturity, age, working experience. You know, the older the gentlemen are, those who are actually striving, not the bumps. No. Those who are actually striving hard. You know, they were striving when they were young, and now that they are older, it has paid off, or it is paying off. You know, so they tend to be older. That's the only reason why I would go for somebody older. Yeah.
And
Okay, so I agree, but there are also exceptions to the rule. There are these new tech bros now that are young and they are
Oh,
overly
if that was an
financially stable.
option.
But then I want to start
But
from
it
way
is
back. So when we were way back in primary school, they will always tell the boys in the class that your wives are not here. Oh.
Yes.
Your wives are still engaged.
Yes.
And they'll always tell us that
Your husband
they are in uni or they are in SHM. You understand?
Okay.
So I feel like there's that. And then I also feel like everybody has what works for them. So I have a friend that she cannot date somebody who is 2 years or more. Like she wants 1 year,
2 years.
Yes. Me, on the other hand, I like them a bit older. Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even,
So
I can't even be mad at you.
yeah,
because
I do prefer them older
because
because of certain things, not because necessarily because of money. First of all, I don't look like my age. If you are looking at me, look at me. If I tell you my age, you will not believe me. So I just like them older for that sense.
and
But then, yeah, and it also brings about finances. They always say why girls follow married men nowadays is because they are more established and financially stable and stuff like that. But then don't follow a married man, oh, but you can find a
Your
older
own
single
person
man who is,
looking to
and age limit is different for everyone. So me as I'm here, my age limit right
You
now
need to
is
know, do you know,
35.
like, okay.
Somebody's age limit can be 50. Somebody's own can be 60, 90, 100. Depends on what you want.
Scary.
As, yeah. 300 is really scary.
Yeah,
For me, I fear of God and conscience. 35 is
It's
okay.
okay.
Yes,
yeah.
I don't
and I
want
feel
to
like,
give you-
yeah, looking at with the age you have of about maybe 10, about, you know, they have learnt a lot, but they are still abreast with the time you are in. That's also
Yes.
key. Because you need to learn. One, you need to, he gives you network. I think that's one thing we're forgetting. When you are marrying somebody,
Yes.
I don't, like you said, it's personally, but I feel like people have learned from, have asked people and inquire about why they date older people.
Yes.
And these are the things they tell us. They give you network as a woman. They show you the business, then they know they have clients like that, they recommend you. And they get to brag about you because they see that when they are putting the right stripes, you are looking towards that angle too. But your age mate is very.
We all still.
Say it as it
But then
is.
that's what works for you.
That's
for you.
The caliber of argument you are having. You are literally having an argument over something that is not even
small issues.
But look at.
I would say something.
I feel like that one you can't say.
I was
Because
watching.
relationship will bring out
Yes, it's true. But then I was watching
Despite age.
Emmanuel Erin and his wife Laju, and they were saying they are much the same age. They are just like 2 years apart.
For something really
And then, but they were young. She was like 23 when they got married.
But then the question is also the maturity isn't also about age.
Yes,
though.
I'm getting
Yes,
yes.
Some young people are very,
yes.
very
conscious
mature.
and very.
I'll get there. But then she was saying that
progressive.
they were having an argument when they just got married. You know, that first year they were like, it was so serious, and they told her mom about it, and the mom laughed and says, "Because you people are young." So you see, age dating is boring sometimes.
I
It's
can
the most
imagine.
peaceful thing you will ever.
It's easy to say
I've
sorry
had
over there, right?
encounters with young and I will not say old, but significantly older than
But
me.
honestly, stereotypically,
And you see, there's a difference.
stereotypically, women are supposed to marry a man that's
Older,
older.
yeah.
Some arguments, counter arguments with the younger one is also that they want to grow, they want to learn, they want to grow with the people.
But
Without
yeah,
even being
when
in
I say
context for a
older,
woman, I also
Wait, the older person is still not growing.
It doesn't.
Are they still
People do
growing?
say that,
Because
though,
they're
and I'm
older?
saying it's a counter
They're still
argument.
growing.
You want to make sure that the person that they are with, they are growing with the person.
the person is growing, so you be
can't
growing
grow
with them.
together.
Yeah, you can have.
Doesn't matter the age. The
I'm
person
not
is still
talking about
growing.
growth. I'm not talking about like in terms
Like from
you
you
the mistakes you are making, you are equally making, you are correcting yourself, you are putting up the challenges he's putting through. So you find that as a
That's also very
yeah,
beautiful.
you find that as if
Yes.
he's going through it, like you guys have a lot to talk about. It's not like you're saying it was boring, but this one is very quite engaged because
Yes,
Ratata
yes,
is coming,
yes.
you're
There's
arguing, you
spontaneous
are solving the challenges and all that.
If you tell 30+ man,
Let's fight.
baby, my lecturer is doing this.
You just say
Sorry.
And then
What is this young man was just like, yes, they'll be faster. But it's anything that works for you, like
that.
just do it.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
What
Depends on you.
about the potential young men, like those people who are not well established, but they will tell you they have a bright future?
They will tell you, or you can see. Try them. I can tell you anything.
Nobody knows tomorrow. I know my tomorrow, and this is what I want it to be.
tomorrow is Sunday.
This is exactly what I want.
Exactly. Like, we know tomorrow.
Are you heading there?
There are also people that, let's say he's not financially stable. Let's say, let me just use a very good example. For example, a few uni boys, right? Yes,
I do.
I
have.
Yeah, they are working the same way you are saying you are
it's
working
true.
hard and you want to say, well, they're also working hard, they also don't want to say. So what about them? They may not have it right now, but then tomorrow.
Honestly, I feel
But
like
what we did was also not what we are even discussing was not also throwing away the fact that we want relationship. We're saying that in as much as we want a what come, that's why we ask the various question about what happens if it comes. Is that, but what are you prioritizing for yourself personally before even relationship and aspects come? Some people just wanna, I know if you go to some remote villages, is that, oh, you are 40, get married. And do you get what I'm saying? And the mates are married and say that's what I want to do right now. But we are talking about we having the opportunity to school, to be exposed into this vast world where people are mates are changing the world. People are mates are making strides. 12-year-olds in Chinese are creating AI that can read emotions in classrooms. And you are telling me, love, like right now, me and you are beginning to be on a tides that we do not like. So that is what we are here for today. We are trying to clear the air. So with all this being said, but we forgot age. We did discuss age.
Yeah,
we forgot tribe. I'm sorry. Does that even cut?
What was that density in the air? What was that density? Personally, I don't mind.
You don't mind? Yeah.
I don't mind either, but see, my family is kind of complicated.
Okay.
So like I have like part of my family, they are Gans, parts are Fantis, and parts are like Ashantis. But like I live with the Gans, okay, and there are a lot of like old people there, and they have, I don't know why, but like they have a problem with every tribe. You mention this one, you say this is what they are known for.
Yeah.
You date everywhere, they say they are wicked. They're going to date their own tribe. They'll leave you. You this one, they say they are stingy. They're not taking care of women. So like, because if you're talking about like marriage and stuff, it's not just you. Your family will somehow be involved. So when it comes to tribe, especially when you are young, your parents can literally influence your family member. They can't, because it's like you feel like they are older. They know what they are talking about because they are married and stuff. So you feel like they know what they're talking about. So that one, unless you are very strong before you can make an independent decision. But if you are not that strong to say, forget what these people are saying, this is what I want.
But sometimes you should look into what they are saying. Sometimes they are
But how will you know? Maybe that one is good. But they don't believe.
Okay,
but are you really think? But are you really?
We still in contact with whatever we are discussing about. I don't want to mention, but I do know this very tribe that are affiliated to this very topic.
Hey, who are that? Tell me.
I didn't say anything. Just leave it in the comment section.
Which tribe is that?
Let's find out.
Okay,
But
so
I feel
for tribe. Okay.
Igbo,
No, are you Igbo?
No, I'm not Igbo.
Yeah,
I'm
Yoruba.
from a very small tribe called Urobo in Nigeria.
I know.
And
I know them.
right from growing up,
I know them. I know all of them.
Urobo men, they like women. They will leave you. They will leave you. They will do polygamous over you. You know, all those kind of things.
Okay.
But then I am from there, right? So, but then if I'm compatible with you, if you are Ghanaian, yeah, I vote it. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even think name, but I like my kind though.
Yeah.
I would not mind marrying a Nigerian. In fact, that's what I would prefer. But specific tribe, I don't think.
don't think it's a problem.
Nah.
And I get
but
it.
Yoruba men, if you're in the comment section.
Yeah. I thought you said you
Okay. So I've come to learn that I think these pertinent things are beginning to even drive out of the conversation, because every generation that comes becomes more liberal.
Yes.
It's not more emphatic on
Change.
Yeah, we are looking forward to more progressive way of doing things and more diverse way of doing things. So I mean, it is there. It's much. This topics mostly come from our aged ones.
Yeah.
Finding people in their 40s, 20s, they wouldn't give you this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
So it's beginning to draw out of context, and I'm glad that our panelists managed to throw more light on it. This conversation has been so interesting.
Very serious.
so everybody is saying money.
Oh no, love is good. But go to where money is and find love.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes, I think that's really
Yeah.
for the day.
Yes.
Go to where money is.
It's
Find
love.
It is
Which counselor
important.
made this statement?
Davido even said, love is sweeter.
But when money enter, love is sweeter.
It's good. Love is good.
Was this
But you can't forget that.
was it counselor Lucas or one of them?
What
Is it
did they-
broke person? What are you doing around love?
Oh, yes. I think you are broke. What are you doing around love?
What are you doing around
I
love?
think it's an advice you should give a few.
I'm not the one that broke.
Not only men, said girls.
What we also want to put out there, that we also do not know the destiny of people.
Anyone.
I know a family member is very rich, his beginning is not as lavish as we see it today. And
Yeah.
the wife that has stuck with him, I know people may know, the wife that has stuck with him is reaping what she
But you don't know. That one is.
I have also been.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Yes,
You cannot just be basing everything on chance. He might get money and leave.
I'm sure she is so
He might also never get money.
There are so many examples I can give of people who put yes.
That's out there. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying that I'm sure the time she met him, he saw potential. Like
In him, that's what I said.
Yes,
And
and
she
he
also
also said that.
wow. He's taking it now. She definitely knew
Yes.
he had potential. So what we are saying is that we are not married because you are broke. But if you show signs of potential, like you really look serious, you are dedicated, you are in line.
Science.
You are
So
there.
how
And
you
you
just
tell me
talking
the
about
line.
that?
Yeah.
Is
Important.
Love has a role to play in this.
Yes.
Because some men, even if let's say they are not as dedicated, like they are not striving, they can see you and fall in love with you. You want to
Do better,
anything
yeah.
for
Yeah.
you. Inspire them to go to the.
I can be your muse.
Yeah.
Ooh, her.
I like to throw this out there too. Even getting pregnant during relationship. This is also another question for the day we would have. But
But would you get pregnant or what are you doing?
do. Let me just have one child with you. I'll take off. And
Aspect.
it does happen.
You after my life.
See it
Yeah,
like that.
You after my life. You are not married.
Just give birth to
I see that as a
literally
threat.
had that with a woman. She was like, yeah, she's willing to.
People
Yeah,
from
and it
my
happens in
tribe,
some
they do that
tribes.
a
Some
lot.
tribes do that. I
Yes.
don't want to mention it, but
So they don't want a
They
relationship
rather
with you, they just want a
prioritize
child or what?
yes, they do prioritize outdooring more than anything
Some
else
people
than
say
marriage.
they want to give birth to test your womb.
Test my womb.
Yes, so
Hey, what do they mean? Is it easy for
I
you?
know a lot of people
That
like
do
do
that.
that. Yeah, but for me now, even in my 20s, I'm afraid of teenage pregnancy.
Huh? Thank you.
Yeah.
If you tell me, you open your mouth to tell me that, TJ, please have a child. You are. They sent you from
It's
my
a threat.
village.
It's a threat to
No,
your life.
yeah.
It's national security.
You need to be arrested. What do you do?
They need to come
You're testing my womb. Is it your womb?
Yeah.
My
So,
test.
You want me to test over here?
That's why we are basically having this conversation to touch all areas that of relationship, of money, of finance. Because even if you are not financially set, why are you looking to add another
That's
burden?
what
Like,
that's what I was
also-
about to say. This financial thing. Think
It's
about
all
your
come to money.
children. You don't
Facts.
want to them to be suffering.
Suffering, yeah.
It's important.
Very.
If you cannot take care of a child, just wait.
Sit your
Not
somewhere.
even a
mind your
child. You
business.
can't add another mouth to
Feed.
your budget.
Mm.
I don't think
You need a
You don't need.
Yes, like
Let's
you,
be friends.
Yeah, we can be friends. You like me, that's fine. But if
Let's
we
be
are friends, I don't expect
You
anything from you.
No friends with benefits of
Not
friends.
we are not. Yes, just
Yes,
platonic
yes,
friendship.
yes.
But you tell me that okay, this is where we are going.
me
oh,
right now.
But for now, let's. I don't mind.
There's timing for
Yes,
everything.
yeah.
Just wait
But
for the right
if you
time.
can't, I don't think that even as a girl, his birthday will come. You need, and if you have like a very financially buoyant man and you're not really
Finance,
you'll find that
God
you
of
want Georgia
finance.
money. I cannot afford.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know what you do. If his birthday is let's say in July, you start collecting small from him. Not from him, oh. Yeah, from him, small. By the time the day will come,
Yeah, that's
So everybody should have something.
Yeah.
planned.
yeah.
this conversation has been very interesting.
Very.
Unfortunately, I would have to end here, and then so we'd like to take our final words from our panelists.
Please, I would like to say that even though maybe my husband is watching me right now.
Don't worry. If he's really outside, he's not going anywhere.
Because he knows what you are.
He's not
like.
going
Yes, you should
anywhere.
understand me.
He will.
Finance is important.
Yes.
I know that you love this person. If you don't see a potential, like don't add struggles to what you're already going through.
In a Kufanos economy.
In this economy, oh come on.
Anyways, Miss Karen.
Honestly, it's not even just about like you looking for somebody who has money, like as a young woman. Because if you like the person and you guys are dating, the person is not really financially, and you are financially, you will now be the one to
Dictate how the relationship goes.
and be the one giving your resources. Because now if you want to go out, you cannot go out without your boyfriend.
Yes.
So now if he does not have the money to afford it, you are paying for yourself, you are paying for your boyfriend. How many times can you do that? As a woman, it starts off as lovey-dovey. You will start to get pissed off.
Not even you. I think your family.
At
also
least if
will
it's not
notice
somebody,
that.
maybe some people they are thinking maybe you're looking for somebody who is like extremely wealthy or something. At least somebody who can carry his own weight and
well.
sometimes carry you to sometimes you carry him. At least you should be able to do for each other.
So I
important.
feel like both love and money is important in a relationship because every relationship needs memories to try. So on the days where you are pissed, it is the things you've done before that
That keeps the person.
keeps you.
going.
And these things require
money.
Ego.
Okay.
I don't want to sound very
materialistic. No, the people
But then
watching, they're
it's
probably
just-
more
it's- yes.
materialistic.
And you are
It's just the little things. Like I was okay. The last time I was having cramps, and he brought me a period
Yeah.
package. Period
Aw.
packages are expensive in this economy.
Yeah.
But he managed to be.
Yes. So money is
Shout out to him.
important. Do you understand? Like
Yeah. So I guess we understood, and so a personal statement that I've come to acknowledge from a billionaire once said that in your 20s, date to develop yourself. And I don't think the person was capping. Learn a skill yourself, learn a trade, indulge in higher education, polish yourself very well. Many opportunities will also begin to come in your 20s, but would you be ready in your 30s, but would you be ready in your 20s? That is what it is. So as you go ahead, people will even acknowledge that. And she made mention that you begin to attract the people that are on the level. I'm not even joking.
yes.
If you use your if you get stuck at the level you are at because you are in love and you don't grow, you don't polish yourself. Attract that caliber of person. So the more you get educated, even the people that were below you understand that you are not there anymore. You don't need to say many words, you don't need to explain yourself, but they begin to know that they draw back because they know that it is not where you are. And then you begin to attract the people that you have built yourself to. So in as much as you are saying, we are not saying because we want to collect money from men, but we are building ourselves to the level where we want to find men we want to attract financially at that level. So that will be the closing statement, and we'll have
Nice
to wrap
talking
up
to you,
today.
though.
So see you in the next episode. We'd like to say bye.
Bye.
Bye.